The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true, it's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother, Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother. What up, Trav Nation? Big dog, middleest, Travis, woof woof. I almost forgot.
I don't want
McElroy.
I'm not here to sow seeds of discord amongst the Travis's constituents.
No, I should hope not, Griffin. If I find out that is happening, retribution will be swift.
Bro, no sedition guarantee on my part. But I do just want to say, the king is slipping. No sedition, but the emperor has no clothes. So that's all.
That's a different thing, though, Griffin. How I record this show from the waist down is my thing.
That's true.
Say your name.
I'm Griffin McElroy. If I had my own nation, I would never, ever forget about it, or
That's
I would
not
let
true.
you feel like I had forgotten about it for even a second.
But you have to forgive me, Griffin, because we recorded a metric ton of podcasts, especially my brother and me last week.
That's true.
Went on what everyone's calling a wildly successful tour.
Yeah,
and Tyson's Corner and St. Louis and Kansas City were amazing. But we have done a lot of my brother and me in the last week.
Yeah.
And so as kind of an innovator, a revolutionary, what I've done.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we have like an hour of my brother and me in the tank, right? So what I did, I hired a young photojournalist to get me a bunch of pictures of Spider-Man that I would like to share with you now. He took all these pictures of Spider-Man for me.
So,
Okay.
So just to be clear, your intro is we are too tired from doing our show 3 times. We possess some sort of adrenal gland from which we produce the show that perhaps due to
it's mana,
age or other sort of genetic factors, we are unable to refill
our mana is low. Yes,
fast enough to make jokes for 1 hour today.
Yeah.
And so instead, we're going to look at together some pictures of Spider-Man in our largely audio-based podcast.
Well, and it's so important. These are new, fresh, hot pictures of Spider-Man that this young photojournalist took for me.
Okay, so these are new pictures. These are new pictures of Spider-Man we're going to watch instead of doing the show we do once an hour every week.
Yeah, so this is one.
But, okay, Griffin, you have made an excellent statement, and I do want to zero in on that.
Please.
Oh.
The show we make for 1 hour once a week. That's the covenant, isn't it? That is the deal that we have made with God and our listeners. And we had to do like 3 of them in a row.
Yes.
And that is a violation.
Yes. So to again drill right in on that. For 3 of the 168 hours present in every week, we had to do jokes, squish out our glands to make
It
all
was
the
like
comedy
80
come out
minutes.
that we
It
had.
was 80. It was like
the
80 minutes.
idea that in a 7-day span that we would spend 4 out of 168 hours making jokes for you is you selfish, greedy pig.
Okay, you're all right. Let's talk about this,
Griffin, you're wasting.
No,
can I
hold
just
on,
say,
hold-
you're wasting a lot
Yeah,
of time.
please.
I have 350 glossy 11 by 17 pictures.
I'm stoked to get to those. Trev, we're gonna get to. I'm making sure I understand.
Yeah, I did. I paid him
But I do wanna drill down.
$25,000.
If we could just dig a little deeper
Yeah.
on what Griffin has laid
Okay,
out.
yeah. Just
If
whenever
what
we
you're
can get back
saying,
to these
if you
pictures.
believe,
Yeah.
if you definitely.
I got
doing
one
that,
with his
Trav.
mask off. We can see
Trav,
who he
we'll
is.
definitely do. I'll make you a deal. You button up one button, and I will only
promise
make you
that.
wait 5 minutes. Okay, listen. I just want to drill down. If you believe what you're saying, Griffin,
Yeah.
then we have to produce 52 of these a year, right?
Yeah.
Then, by your logic, on Jan 1, 2, and a little bit of 3, we should just shit out the whole kit caboodle, and then we're yacht bound, baby, for the rest of the year.
From episode 5 on of that 3-day horror marathon that you have just devised for us
Yeah.
would be
Notice the lack of bathroom breaks.
we would have less of
It would
a-
happen during.
we,
we would be so thrilled for something else to talk about.
we would be less sort of a show created for like a comedy consuming audience, and instead a fleet of healthcare workers, scientists will then become sort of our core audience as they listen, as we go places no other human mind could even conceive of after making jokes for 5 hours in 3 days.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a picture of Spider-Man killing a man here. Like, you guys, I paid top
wait.
dollar. Okay.
I'm just saying how many of these, Griffin, so we can agree that your argument is somewhere between 52 in a row
Spider-Man eating
and
One
one
a week.
one a week.
Yeah.
So
Spider-Man
what's
doing
the
his
number of
taxes.
these that you think that you could
This is
crank
two
out
Spider-Mans pointing
where
at
you're
each other.
arguing against Travis's pictures of Spider-Man?
I don't get me wrong, Juice. We're approaching the limit. I just
Spider-Man
maybe, and this is my this is my virility shining through.
Yeah, that's that multivitamin.
It's that multivitamin taken. My joke glands
taking a
are
shit.
swollen and tender and ready to juice.
All right,
Spider-Man's
me
kissing.
too, Griffin. I'm fired up. And Travis, the
Yeah.
time has come. The ramp has been built, and I don't think I've actually called in the AP. No one has ever seen a joke ramp built like this before when the target of it is so absolutely amorphous.
Microscopic. Yeah.
Can I tell
Oh,
you?
yeah,
I'm
to a
looking
point
at
of
these. I'm looking
indescribability.
at these pictures for the first time. They're
Yeah.
all hand drawn in crayon. If I'm being
Okay.
honest.
So
Not a
these are
one of
not. So
them.
when you said photojournalist, you meant like largely a crayon based.
Yeah. Well, I never looked
Reporter.
at him. I paid him his money up front.
Okay.
I think I got taken for a fool.
Was he? Could you see through his work clothes?
Uh-huh.
What if I just ended the sentence right there? Could you see peeking through his work clothes red webbed garments?
Yeah, but I thought he was Carnage.
You thought he was Carnage, but you still hired him for the job anyway.
Well, if he could give me the photos I need to finish,
Carnage might need to
finish
work.
the newspaper,
sure.
What if Carnage came in and J. Jonah Jameson was like, "What the fuck are these?" And Carnage was like, "Pictures of Carnage." And he was like, "I don't want these. I want pictures of Spider-Man."
Do you think that on
But I, Carl Bigerman, don't know Spider-Man. I only know Carnage.
on like the 900th picture of Spider-Man that J. Jonah Jameson received from Spider-Man, do you think he was like, "All right, Peter, that's enough pictures of Spider-Man. Now give me pictures of the Human Torch"? And he was like, "I don't know how to do that. I actually don't. That's
I
not
don't know
something
that
I
guy."
can do."
Okay, wait, guys. Whoa. Travis, there has definitely been a point at which Peter Parker's like, I can climb on walls.
Yeah.
And I'm hard up for cash. And I hate the Human Torch. I bet he's been like paparazzi.
Yeah.
I bet Spider-Man, there's been a point where someone's like, hey, Johnny, look out the window.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's like,
I
damn
gotta
it.
go.
Okay.
My
It
man's an
wasn't
Avengers.
me, Spider-Man. It was you.
It was you, Spider-Man. We saw you.
My man is in Avengers Tower, making all the Avengers uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, we're going to go get Thanos, get his ass, rip his hand off. Hulk, stay right there. Hulk, look angry. Pout. Good.
Yeah, Peter, bring me pictures of Thanos. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Now I've got some mixed priorities.
What about snuff picture? Here's a dead picture of Thanos. Holy
Like that?
shit, Peter.
How did you get that, Parker?
Yeah,
he was
man,
on a different planet, I
I
think.
was on Mars. I was on Titan. Cut his fucking head off. I mean, Star-Lord did.
Star-Lord did.
I got a
There's
lot of
nothing
questions,
funny
Parker.
about talking
You
about
have-
the MCU. Can you guys imagine doing a podcast just about the MCU?
Funny. It's Chris Pratt. if you get to Chris Pratt in a conversation,
You're close,
It's
huh?
a comedy vortex. It's it. There's nothing there. It's nothing.
You
he's
suddenly
the
realize, like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
No, he's not the Snoopy people. He's the dirty dog. Who's that dirty dog in Snoopy?
Who's the dirty dog in Snoopy?
Yeah, who's the dirty dog in
Joe
Snoopy?
Dirt?
Pigpen.
No.
Pigpen.
Joe
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah. But Pigpen's
Something
funny.
Dirt.
Wait,
Huh?
Joe Dirt.
'Cause
Joe
There's
Dirt?
Joe Cool. There's Joe Cool. Hold
Joe
on.
Dirt is David Spade. And then
Uh-huh.
you guys
Okay.
got like an
You guys can
uncle
feel it, right? Like we had momentum, and then we started talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
and
it just
Snoopy.
fell off
And we've already clarified that Snoopy's not funny.
Spike.
And then
right off a cliff.
Spike is his name.
Fresh
Okay.
Us would never. Fresh Us would never.
Fresh Us would never.
Fresh Us
For
would
sure.
never.
4 hours of Goofs Us. We're leaning on those everlasting arms of Chris Pratt. They're so big, gonna hold us right up.
Yeah. Well, give me an Evans all day. That's my Chris of choice.
Please
a
start
Pine?
reading a question.
Everybody, what's your favorite Chris? What's your favorite
Fine.
Chris?
Parnell.
Oh.
God. You got it in one.
Catan?
Juice, I think you might have the wrong lights on because it seems like you're
There
at
he
a
is.
library computer.
There's your beautiful baby Griffin. Is this what you wanted?
Yeah,
Johnson,
man.
Tell me where the files are.
Every
Where's the
crack and
microfilm?
crevice. No,
Huh?
now this
dramatic.
is cool. What do you think about
Ooh,
this?
I like
a
that.
dramatic Latin noir.
We're going to win an
Noir,
Oscar
yeah.
now.
It really
Tinker-
speaks to the duality.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Justin.
Yeah, man, you look fucking wild. No, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Still
no, I
like
like
Two-Face,
this.
pal.
What?
You
what
look
is it? Is it
crazy.
it looks too sexy. What is the problem?
Yeah. I think
I
you
don't
look like
wanna
a sexy
stand up to
Two-Face.
fix it again.
Imagine if Two-Face was, half of his face was sexy and the other half was even sexier. That's what we're looking at.
Here's the problem. If I want it flat on me, I have to stand up and walk all the way over. I have to take the headphones off again.
Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay that doing 4 hours of jokes and standing up to walk around
It wasn't
your
just
desk
4
is-
hours of jokes. We also had to sit in the green room for like an hour and a half beforehand playing Stardew Valley, Griffin.
playing Stardew Valley and eating Skittles? Like, no, dude, I get it. Our life is hard, okay? I understand that.
I mean, football players play what? 3 hours of football once a week? You know what I
I
mean?
think they do have to practice doing football.
We have to practice.
Okay.
You guys don't practice jokes?
It's better. Juice. It's better.
Okay.
Now,
I'm ready. For
Bring me those
another
pictures of
show.
Spider-Man.
All right. It's time to take another question.
What's the first question?
What do you do if you're Pagliacci from Justin?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. That was Pagliacci's issue, if memory serves, is he went to the doctor. He's like, dude, I had to do 4 fucking shows this week. And at one
man.
point they were like, Pagliacci, walk around this small table. And I
no
was
one
like,
podcasts for the podcasters, you know?
yeah.
Is it weird to wear patterned underwear based on the friend I am hanging out with? For example, I was about to hang out with my friend who really likes marine biology, so I wore my underwear with octopi on them. Additional info. Thank you. It isn't sexual in any nature. The friend will not see them. This is for me a fun thing. I do this frequently, maybe once a week. I have a wide variety, so it's easy to keep up with. Thank you. Thank you for the context. I appreciate that.
I want to get your guys' gut reaction just right. Yes or no? Is it weird? Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wrong.
Trav?
Can I try again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
try again, Justin.
No.
Yes, still, absolutely. If you found out a friend was doing this to you, you wouldn't be like, huh.
That's that you chose to you, doing this to you.
I
Why
think
that particular
Hearing you say that,
preposition.
Griffin, might reveal a fundamental difference betwixt you and I. Because if I find out that, like, a dear friend, and this is the thing I want to qualify here, one of my best friends, I find out Bradbury, when we hang out, wears microphone underwear to, like, set, like, to be like, this is a fun
No,
thing.
no. Don't bail from that sentence.
Finish the
You
sentence.
you
You tell me
said-
the next 10 words.
I wanted to say set expectations for him, but that's not what I meant. I meant, like, to set exciting friendship mood for himself. Right? Of, like... You
Look,
never
I'm
put
not-
on fun socks? Fun
I'm
socks.
not-
How do you feel about fun socks themed to the friend you're hanging out.
Okay, this is actually great. This will help deconstruct this question and any sort of like taboo nature it might possess. Because for me, that's also pretty fucking weird. If someone's like, hey, look, I
don't
wore
like
my
it either.
used socks. It's like, I don't need to be involved in that part of your
Can I say
experience.
I really now we're getting to it because I think that, and I'm realizing this as I say it, I think I'm uncomfortable with people thinking about me.
Wow.
That's it. I mean, that's actually it. The
Yeah.
idea that someone has thought about me makes me uncomfortable, I think.
Sure.
I'm uncomfortable with that. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm
not that far, Travis. I want to set the boundaries here. I'm not that far, but I am far enough that if somebody sees a shirt hanging in their closet and be like, Griffin would like this, I'll wear it. That's weird, man.
Why is that weird? It's a friend who's hanging out with you and wants you to be happy. And they're like, this will make them, they'll like this shirt. I'm going to get a compliment on it from them because they'll appreciate it.
No, okay. I agree with Travis here because I know that like Slice that we both like patterned Disney shirts. So I'll wear one of those if I know I'm going to be seeing Slice.
Yeah, but okay, maybe we do need to. Maybe I do need to take a few.
And we have like our
goalposts
matching
back a little
Sivaco
bit.
t-shirts, and we'll like.
Well, that's a
plan
pre-planned.
this.
That's a pre-organized. If you're wearing a thing because you think you're going to match someone, I think that's a
Okay.
different conversation.
Okay, but now you're
Okay,
matching their energy, Griffin, because you have matching socks.
But in that way, it is a conversation. It's not like and. No, I've moved the goalpost way too far forward here because I thought that I was going to have a little bit more support from my brothers.
I want to back you up on the socks, though. The socks here's the problem with the socks, right? I show up in a shirt that I think my friend would like. React
That's the
to
gag.
this right
Boom.
now.
Boom, bang, right there. Out the
Right
door.
there. To get this to point of socks, it's got to be one of two things. Someone's got to ask, interesting socks. Or the other thing is the person can be like, I see you notice my socks. Both of those are unsustainable.
Suboptimal.
Yeah,
But now let me
suboptimal. Thank you.
unravel you, Justin. Now, let's remove the idea of them ever seeing the socks with a little thing I call underpants, which are
Right.
hidden. Now you're just wearing it for you to make
But
you
we've
happy.
abstracted it out enough now that I no longer know how I feel.
Okay,
Yeah.
this has affirmed my
Boom!
point.
I got him. I
This has
broke him. I've unraveled his psyche.
This has reaffirmed my point. The underwear and the never ever telling is not great because the whole time. Nope, Travis, please.
It's just for you.
Please.
Please.
The whole time you're hanging out with them, you're technically lying. You made a secret. You made a secret. You made a secret. You know
I've
it.
got a
They
secret.
don't. You don't tell
Okay.
them the secret. That's a big lie you're telling.
Here's the
whole time.
qualifier I will have. Because I don't want to say that universally it's not weird. I want to say, if this was a friend that somehow found out what underpants you were wearing and that they matched them, would they think it was whimsical and quirky and funny, or would they think it was weird? Because I have friends that if I
Survey
did this...
says like 99% of people is like, no way, man.
You need to work on your friend group, my dude, because me and Bob and Bradbury,
I thought
if we
about
showed
it
up
again.
and the three of us found out we were wearing underpants that complimented one another in some way,
not the
we
same
think that was
thing.
the cutest thing in
That's
the
what I'm
world.
saying, man. It's not it's not 100. It's 99. Because there
Never
are
gonna
such
get
a
to
thing-
100.
There are strong, supportive, contemporary male friendships out there that would be definitely down with that. And I'm so deeply jealous that you do have that. In
You and
mind.
I could
But
have that, Griffin, if you would let us.
super wicked don't even want it, which maybe means I'm doomed to not want it or have it ever.
It's that it's on the crotch, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me.
It is that it's on the crotch, though, isn't it?
It would be weird.
that I
to me.
wanted
I was
to
about
have
to
a
say if my
crotch
face was
secret
on the
about you.
t-shirt, but my face is on a lot of t-shirts right now, and I actually love that when that happens. So
Again, a different. I appreciate the comparison. Fundamentally different thing. If I found out you were wearing underwear with my face on it, that would be that would be a fucking deal breaker, my guy.
unrelated, if anyone knows where I can get custom underwear made,
Travis,
please
not
let
kidding.
me know.
Cut and run. Wait.
What if we
just-
partnered with Bombas to make underwear with Griffin's face on it?
I don't know where Juice just went, but I've never been more suspended in a state of terror by a contributor's departure on this program than I am right now. Hey, Juice.
Seamless, Justin. What if we partner with Bombas to make underwear with Griffin's face on it?
Where did you go, and why are you making that fucking face, man?
I was sneaking back in because I was hoping you guys weren't going to talk about my absence. I needed to get my phone because Dad has the girls, and well, I don't need to finish the sentence.
Oh, I thought, okay, please understand from my perspective, I was like, I sure hope no one wears underwear with my face on it, and you were like,
okay,
you chose that moment.
That must have been absolutely wild for you. And
yes, thank
you
you so much for recognizing that. And
I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for making.
Now, I just
want to
make it clear for our listeners at home. I can joke about and maybe execute this. None of you can. None of you.
Weird. Trap.
Are they friends with you, Griffin?
That's
This is the height of
it?
parasocial
Right.
relationship. If someone showed up that you did not know and you'd never met him before and said, "Hey, you're on my underpants," let's put it on a scale, Griffin.
Okay.
Are you more comfortable with complete stranger showing up saying, "I've got your face on my underpants," than me saying it? Which one are you more comfortable
This is
with?
the fucked up. You ready for this? I'm about to fucking mind freak you, dude. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Travis comes to me. We hang out. He leaves. Later tells me, or never tells me I was wearing Griffin underwear. That sucks, right? A stranger doing that to me. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. I'll never know about it. I don't know who you are. But flip them. You come to me. You say, and by the way, I'm wearing the Griffin underwear. I would be like, ugh. But if a stranger does that to me, that also that's
But
bad.
it sucks more. It has to
That
suck
sucks way more. Sucks way
Okay.
more, because if the stranger comes to me and is like, and I'm wearing Griffin underwear, that's the worst moment of my fucking life. Do you understand that there's like every context matters in all of these kinds of situations? But I would say the best way to sort of avoid all of them is to not do this thing.
What if it's a bunch of hunky, sexy hard bodies and they all come
Good
to at the
question.
same time, Griffin, and they say, "Hey," and we're wearing them now?
No good.
What if it's
No
a- what
What
good.
if it's some of the people you respect most in
Yes.
business and politics and
Yes.
science?
Yes.
And they come to you and they're like, "Hey,
Yes.
anytime I work on my science stuff,
Sanjay Gupta, Bill
Oh
Nye,
man, if Gupta rolls up
if
and
Mark
is like,
Cuban,
Mark Cuban, all your heroes."
if I get Cuban and Gupta and they reveal their matching Griffin McElroy underwear, I still actually, I'll be like,
like it?
stoked to meet both you equally righteous dudes. But no, thank you.
okay,
All right, to each his own, I guess.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
I guess it is, Griffin. I guess
the beauty
it is.
of the beauty of life."
I don't know, man. We've been talking about underwear for so long. I would love another question.
I'm in a workplace book club for the summer. God, I'm jealous of that. Why don't we do that?
I
We have
can't
a
do a book club.
workplace.
As soon as I have the expectation that I have to like read something, it becomes homework, and I put it.
We
in.
also read exceedingly different types of literature. And
Oh, that's true.
That's true. I enjoy like mysteries and biographies, and Griffin like smut.
Yeah,
very
Griffin does love smut.
I love fairy smut. So
Anyway.
much.
We like
So, robo smut.
historical nonfiction smut.
Historical fairy smut, non-historical robo smut, time smut.
Griffin is now just describing the Chuck Tingle catalog. That's literally all the genres. I joined because I like the other people in the club and because they usually get together to talk about the book somewhere cool, like a museum or zoo. My problem is that I'm now 5 chapters in the book and I hate it. How can I save myself the mental agony so I can get to that sweet end goal of a workday at the zoo? Or should I just fess up and get to the FOMO now? And no, the book does not have a movie/TV/game adaptation. That's from Booking on Boss Man's time in Florida.
There needs to be more video game adaptations of classic novels.
There's really not many of them.
Not
I
enough.
would love that.
They did a Christmas Carol Metroidvania recently, I think.
Absolutely rips ass. Yeah.
And I think one of the Bible too, but I don't think a lot of people are doing that for
Bible
like
Adventures,
non-religious
yeah.
book clubs.
We gotta play Bible Adventures again.
You can, a lot of the time, find this book in a sound format that you can make the guy go so fucking fast.
Yes.
Like, I'm not a big audiobook guy, but then when I realized, like, hey, there's some gaps in my my oeuvre that I could fill in by going on a drive and slapping this guy on 5 times speed.
Crank it
to
out.
Just fucking
rip it.
Crank, dude.
It was the best times. Those were the worst times. Call me Australian. We start Dracula lipstick over and over again. Dracula's dusty up.
Now I'm thinking that this is a service we could offer of just having Justin do 10-second book synopsis videos.
Yeah, that's cool.
I would
Two
love
guys, farmers,
that.
one makes gets shot. Damn. Must have been.
Wait, review, like and subscribe.
Must have been. Love you.
Like and subscribe.
2 brothers, one of them shoots the other. Bye.
Bye.
Paul's good, but he's probably banned. They're signed everywhere. That's dude.
Bye.
That's dude.
Love
Yeah,
you.
I get you.
Paul's good, but he's probably bad. They're saying everywhere.
Heathcliff sucks.
Big worm.
That's the end of Wuthering Heights. Bye.
I've never been in a book club, but I do record a video game podcast called The Besties every week, where sometimes we have to play some real fucking stinkers.
Yeah, what you do?
You just play them because it's your job.
Mm.
This is your job.
Sometimes
this is your job.
This is your job.
Now, I would say, it's not possible, mine friends, that if you have fallen off a book, that you have so many reasons that you have to, like, that you feel compelled to read it, that someone else in the group this could be a, like, leaning, like all the 6 fell over and they're leaning, standing up against each other, where they're waiting for one person in the book club to be like,
That's it.
This book sucks.
Yes.
And then everyone else is like, yes, thank you. Yes, 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 yes.
Whoa. Okay. You come to the group.
The
You
zoo.
say, "Hey, listen, I just came up with a good idea, guys, and I want to see what you all think about it." They're called Skippos.
Yeah.
And you take out a coaster that says Skippo on it. He said,
Yeah.
everybody, when they join the club, gets 1 Skippo. And
Right.
you can earn Skippos by bringing snacks or by
Friends.
cleaning up afterwards or by bringing in friends for referrals. You get a Skippo when they get a Skippo. And
Yeah,
you
if
get
you
to-
memorize the Bible verse, you get a Skippo.
You can get Skippos, and there's like
10 cans of food to donate.
and then you look
Skippo.
around, right? You watch the group. Then what you're going to do is you're going to keep on promising this until everybody is wild about Skippos. You can't stop until you see a lot of enthusiasm nodding. Like, if it takes, there's tiered layers of Skippos. There's like an AR.
there's gold Skippos.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
a
Power Skippos that
cryptocurrency
override a
tie-in.
Skippo.
Yeah.
There's a
Skippos.
Skippo. There's what's called a Skippo reverse, where you can undo someone else's Skippo.
And what's that? It's a draw 4.
Okay,
They
so
have
then
to
you're
read
like,
4 books this week.
you get everybody excited for it. They're like, okay, we're all on board. Me first. Fuck Nathaniel Hawthorne. Peace.
Yeah.
I'm burning my Skippo.
This
Burn
is
it
actually
right
a beta
now.
Skippo.
And I also get 8 Skippos because I invented Skippo as a reward
Before
for
I've
getting
been
mining
Skippos.
Skippos for months.
Before we put this platform into service, I'd like to beta test the Skippos personally myself. I'm going to try a Skippo this week, work out some of the bugs. I'll come back at you next week with another Skippo. Books are so fucking boring. All of them every time.
Now, what if, and this is a mechanic that we know works, we've seen it, tribal council, anonymous vote,
Yes.
like after the first 5 chapters of a book,
Yeah.
the next session, you guys get together and you all like put a torch in front of the book. You go off to like a private booth. You write down either like this book sucks or we keep reading it. And
Yeah.
if there's more votes for this book sucks, you put out the torch and you
Yeah.
burn the book.
Yeah.
I
you
don't
burn all
actually
the
think you
books.
would want to do that last part. But you were
Which one?
really
You don't want
onto
to put out the
something.
torch?
No. Trev, I feel like Skippos is a way more elegant solution than what you just devised.
Oh, yeah.
So I
okay.
would-
You could use the Skippo and burn the book. That's fine.
No, I think it's the book burning that I don't like. But if you, there is
But
an
then what do you
option.
do with them? If the book sucks, Griffin, and you hate it, you're
What
supposed
if
to
you don't
force
like
that
what
onto
the book
somebody
has to
else?
You
say?
bury them so the paper can turn back into trees.
That's a good point.
I think that it
I
would
bet
be
there's
pretty
someone out there who's
kick-ass.
taking books and turn them into like termite houses and bee houses and shit.
I think normalize when you reach a point in the book you're reading for your book club and you don't want to read anymore. You tear out every page that came after that and you doodle in with a Sharpie like, and then they all got married. The end.
Yeah.
And then you roll up to book club and you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. My book ended at chapter 5 and they all got married, and then it said the end. So like all this stuff you're saying about Jim going to war and coming back and being different, and then Susan was a robot, I didn't get any of that shit in my apparently abridged copy of Nathaniel Hawthorne's best book.
Start sneaking in references and summaries of things that happened in the most recent episode of Bridgerton you watched.
Yes.
And just like as it's part of the conversation, right? And you're like, yeah, and I love that conversation between Benedict and Eloise. And eventually they're going to start being like, what? And they're going to get interested in what you're talking about. What's that? It's not a book club anymore. Now it's that we go to the zoo once a week and talk about Bridgerton Club, which is way better in so many ways.
Here's the way Justin McElroy would handle this, because I did a lot of this in middle school. You go in, you don't say fucking shit. You let everybody else run their mouth. And then eventually it ends. Or someone's like, and Justin, you've been pretty quiet. And you're like, ah, yes, you've noticed. And then you just recite some shit that you heard other people say.
Easy.
Like, I think Grant nailed it when he said, blah, 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 blah. That so echoed everything that I said.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, man, I really appreciate your support, man. It's like, yeah, absolutely good.
So if it goes something like this, you've noticed. Yes, it's just, as I was listening and trying to take it all in, I saw that monkey over there, and he stuck his finger in his butthole. And that made me think about what Grant said earlier.
What the fuck are you... Oh, at the zoo. Trav, I forgot about the zoo element of this question, and I thought you just had a stroke.
So, Travis, you're like, in Travis's world of the zoo, it's like, that's... you've noticed. Actually, I was about to say, oh, shit, panda. Everybody, look at this guy go.
Can I just say, okay, listen, we've danced not it for a while. A museum cafe or whatever you talk about in the book, that's fine. You're going to a zoo where there's so much shit going on at any given time. Even a museum, there's stuff to look at. But a zoo, the stuff is moving around. It's loud. People are walking around. And I'm supposed to focus on a fucking book while I'm there?
No way.
When I could see a hippo or whatever? What are you talking about?
The world's best book cannot hold a candle to the world's worst hippopotamus.
This is what I'm saying.
Everybody's always saying that, aren't they?
In terms of the value they provide me, hippopotamus over book every day of the week.
I could watch a penguin fucking like rocket itself through the water, and you expect me to talk about fucking Wuthering Heights?
Incredible. No way.
Get off.
Yeah, no way.
No, get off the bus. I don't want to.
So glad we continue to take horrible positions on this show.
Books,
on
boo,
things
penguins,
like, I feel like Snoopy was a test balloon that we sent up to see if it would be okay for us to shit talk how boring. I don't even like
Snoopy is.
I don't know why I'm doing this character. There's a lot of books. I'm reading a book
books.
right now about books. So like,
no,
believe
you missed
me.
my point. I love books. If you expect me to hold a conversation thoughtfully and insightfully talking about my feelings on something, and you put me in a place where there's so much stuff going on,
Sure.
What the fuck did you expect?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we meet in a living room, we'll chat. You want to have like a book club while a movie is on at a movie theater? What are you talking about?
That sounds, I don't think anybody suggested that whatsoever, but
well,
I'm
a zoo is
into
like
it.
a movie of life.
A zoo is like a movie of well, not my
If you're
life.
watching Zootopia.
I wish. I mean,
Oh man, me too. Let's have a book club about Zootopia. I've got feelings.
yeah. Hey, listen, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about more great advice for you, our beloved listeners.
It's better with you.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm very excited about this. I mean this very sincerely.
Oh yeah.
I am something of a gardener, completely amateur, but one of the things, especially as like a homeowner and you know someone who tries to not disappoint my entire neighborhood, mulch and stuff is it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, doing that
So
stuff.
heavy, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so heavy. It's so expensive. Sometimes it stinks like butts. And I got to figure out like what of it is like good or whatever. And then I go to like the hardware store and I have to appear to be an adult who knows about mulch.
Yeah.
I don't know that. That's why I'm excited to tell everybody about Chip Drop, which is a service for gardeners and arborists. And gardeners can sign up to get free wood chips get wood chip mulch or logs delivered, and arborists sign up to access inexpensive sites where they can drop their wood chips and logs. It's a perfect match. I've got wood chips and logs. I need wood chips and logs. Well, have we got a deal for you? Because Chip
It's fun to say, like, it's called Chip Drop. And now that we've said it once good, we can just blaze right through them.
Yeah.
They encourage people to transform their yards and communities by providing free wood chips and information about how to use them. And you can do so much cool stuff with wood chips. It's not just like, mulch. There's so much stuff. And it's
shitty
amazing.
Dominoes. I mean, anything, man.
You got to check it out. Whether you have a bunch of trees you're trying to get rid of or a bunch of weeds you're trying to get rid of or anywhere in between, I guess.
Here's the way it works. People pull up plants and trees and say, man, screw these things. And someone else is like, wait, don't screw those things. Or at least chop and screw them and then give me the remnants. It's a beautiful circle. It's a virtuous circle.
Sign up for your wood chip delivery at chipdrop.com. Arborists, if you're out there, sign up at chipdrop.com and start saving your business all kinds of money. Go check it out now.
Trav, we have been so busy over here at our house lately, but we still want to eat real food sometimes. We can't live in a nugget-based home.
Oh, I thought you meant like a hook scenario where you were imagining like bowls of different colored goop.
No, just like, stuff that tastes like someone actually cared when they prepared it and they put love into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Factor has made that a lot easier to keep up with. They have these really delicious meals that can be ready in 2 minutes with no prep.
2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes, no prep. And they got a bunch of different ones to choose from. Okay, just this week, roasted garlic chicken with green beans and sour cream and onion mashed potatoes. Yes, thank you. Cilantro chicken with some black beans and spicy corn. It's delicious.
Yeah, I'll take
it's
that.
delicious. 2 minutes, you could be eating that. You don't have to rely on
I can imagine those just as you describe them. I'm
just
imagining them. Oh, they just appeared in bowls before me.
Travis,
I imagine them so good. I'm having a food fight like in Hook.
They got breakfast. They got dessert. Make your entire day delicious with Factor. Head to factormeals.com/brother50 and use code brother50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code brother50 at factormeals.com/brother50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
Factor Meals. Their meals taste bangarang. That's what it says right here.
Whoa, it's weird.
It says, their tagline is their meals taste bangarang.
That's so weird because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Such a wild thing to say.
Hello, podcast recommendation service.
Hello there, young man. I'm looking for a new podcast to listen to. Something amusing, perhaps.
Oh, what about Beef and Dairy Network?
Something surreal and satirical.
Well, I would suggest Beef and Dairy Network.
Ideally, it would be a spoof industry podcast for the beef and dairy industries.
Yes, Beef and Dairy Network.
Maybe it would have brilliant guests such as Josie Long, Heather Ann Campbell, Nick Offerman, and the actor Ted Danson.
Beef and Dairy Network.
I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to Joe Rogan.
The Beef and Dairy Network podcast is a multi-award-winning comedy podcast, and you can find it at MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Somewhere in an alternate universe where Hollywood is smarter.
And the Emmy nominees for Outstanding Comedy Series are Jetpackula, Airport Marriott, Thruple, Dear America, We've Seen You Naked, and Allah in the Family.
In our stupid universe, you can't see any of these shows, but you can listen to them on Dead Pilot Society, the podcast that brings you hilarious comedy pilots that the networks and streamers bought but never made. Journey to the alternate television universe of Dead Pilot Society on MaximumFun.org.
Would you guys like another question?
Sure.
I frequently play basketball at a public park in Florida. The day I didn't show up, Shaq showed up.
Florida.
It's pronounced Florida.
You want to try it again?
I frequently play basketball at a public park in Florida. The day that I didn't show up, Shaq-cuse Shaq showed up and was taking pictures.
Did you just call his Did you call that man Shaq-cuse?
Shaq showed up and was
That's
taking...
what he says. That's what Shaq says whenever somebody's committed a crime and he's figured it out. He's like, Shaq-cuse.
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 Yeah, when you're in France, he's called Shaq-cuse.
That's when you're in line to meet him. If you're in line, you got to get in the Shaq-cuse.
I was mispronouncing it because I just did your Flow Rider thing for you. I would like to meet Shaq. How do I make sure I don't miss Shaq again? That's from Shaquille O'Neal in Gainesville.
Incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Shaq is? Yeah, man, I imagine. He's a large fan.
There's additional info that Shaq's daughter plays basketball at the University of Florida. So this person suspects there will be more Shaq in the future, potentially.
More Shaq ability.
I really appreciate that additional
More
info.
accessibility.
Yeah. I don't actually know where Shaq is based, and the idea that Shaq could appear anytime, anywhere I am, is, I don't know if off-putting is the word I would use. Intimidating?
It would be a constant consideration of mine, I feel like.
Here's the thing about Shaquille O'Neal that I think maybe people don't think about enough. I've seen him stand next to other basketballmen, and he's way bigger than them.
Yeah.
Basketballmen are big, right? Bigger than me. So I have to imagine,
100%.
were I in the presence of Shaquille O'Neal, it is the closest I would get to the thing I have often dreamed of when having to care for my children, of having a much larger adult that then cares for me in turn.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that I would instantly feel a certain amount of safety, paternal love for Mr. Shaq, and that might be the weirdest part of it all.
Yeah,
would be like, oh, you're
they
my dad.
already want to meet Shaq, Trev. Like that.
So, like,
that's settled. Like you don't have to hype up meeting Shaq more. They definitely.
No, I'm saying that
Shaq.
because I know that about myself, I don't know that I want to meet Shaq.
I Googled where's Shaq.
I don't like that you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a feed of his, I assume, sizable private jet.
Okay, well, I guess I am glad that you had to do that and you didn't have that information at your fingertips, I guess.
This is crazy. He has more than one house. Like, I know he's
What? You're telling me pro basketball player Shaquille O'Neal has more than one house?
Famous spokesman for 1,000 things, basketball commentator, incredibly well-known celebrity, Shaquille
No, we get
O'Neal?
it. No, we get it. He's famous and successful, but like, I know he's big. Why do you have one body? You have one body. You know what I mean?
But he has a lot of stuff.
One's in Dallas and one is in
got all
Vegas.
his accessories.
I know you need to keep all your accessories somewhere, but like Orlando, Vegas, Dallas, these cities are not close to each other. So like, make up your mind.
Well,
Just
he's
pick
tall.
one
His strides, Griffin. He can move across the country at rapid speeds.
That's awesome.
The thing is that watching basketball makes him very sleepy. So he's trying to build a house in every place where they play basketball.
Yeah.
So that time, anytime he watches basketball, I'm getting tired. Then he can just go straight home, go to sleep.
There needs to be a series of towers in Gainesville, Florida, that when Shaq is sighted at this basketball court, you light one ablaze, and then the watchman at the next tower sees it, and
then they can start shacking him wherever he happens to go.
Well, I don't need a live update. I was imagining that this is like Shaq has appeared at this basketball court, and so your buddies send up the fires of Gondor, and then it's time to fucking.
And I bet it gets so exciting when you see him like sparking, the spark to light, and you're like, oh, it's heating up. And then it sets blaze, and like, he's on fire! And then like, you know that it's time to slam.
Yeah. He came up with that. The first time Shaq dunked in the NBA, he yelled all that shit. And that's where it all...
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think it was an accident, but it was actually a Shaqsident.
I think you need to tell...
Hey, Griffin, it was a Shaqsident. Justin,
it's okay.
I heard
You guys
it.
already missed that they were shacking him with the towers. I said they were shacking him wherever he went.
I did. I missed both of those.
I'm so sorry.
They were buttery smooth. I think that you need to start telling people in your life, just so you know,
that you love them.
I love you, but
because you never know.
Never know
when it's.
I love
your
you.
last.
Good point, Griffin.
But
Yeah, Griffin, that's beautiful.
It's a weird moment to bring it up, but you're right.
You never know.
Let people in your life know I love you. But
say it loud.
But
Do you know that that's Tommy's ringtone for when his dad calls? And I love that because that does help you to remember to be nice to your dad when he calls. I think I'm at a point where I need to do that.
But I love you so much. But if I get a text from my friend Dougie at the park that Shaq is there, I'm stopping whatever we're doing together, no matter how critical or important it is. I will stop that. I will call the fastest car service that can get to me, and I'm going to that park to meet Shaq. Like, I'm going to that park to meet Shaq. The best thing is an emergency service text from your friend saying, Shaq, here, go. And then you look at your...
Drop a pin.
You look at your significant other or your surgeon and you say, stitch me up. It's Shaq time. And they'll know what that means.
I am picturing now, like, the person running in with, like, the smock still on halfway through a haircut. Like, hey, whoa, Shaq's
I was
here.
just in the
Just
neighborhood.
showing up to ball and...
Cool.
Give me a minute. Let's play. Let's play some basketball, Mr. Shaq. Oh yeah, these are pajamas. Don't worry about it. That's how I ball, son.
It's a cape, the backwards cape.
I'm kind of a basketball superhero.
Don't worry about it.
You want a ball with me? All right, Shaq. I didn't say
bet
that.
Shaq never plays at the same, like, just park court twice. I think he guarantees maybe one. I think maybe once Shaq will show up to your public park basketball court and will bless it like a new ship setting sail for the first time, and then never. He can't come back there.
It's wild to me that he still likes playing basketball without, like, just non-professional. That it's just like, I don't know how old Mr. O'Neal is, but he's played
59 years old.
He's played so much basketball in his time that after a while you think that, like, even if it was a thing you loved very, very much, you played so much basketball that eventually you'd be like, I think that's enough basketball for one lifetime.
Yeah, but it's also very fun to play, you know?
Yeah.
I guess if you were good at it and
if you're
tall,
good at it,
I could see where you would enjoy it.
Do you guys
Maybe
ever
that's
shoot?
the difference, is I'm coming at it from my point of view, where I'm of a perhaps average height and below average talent.
Right.
And so for me, basketball is a slog, an unpleasant experience.
But I don't ever think you get truly Shaq-limited to the feeling of dominating people like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's always going to give you a thrill.
I also think if Shaq didn't like playing basketball, he would have done something about it before now.
Canceled basketball?
No,
Put a stop to basketball?
I'm taking it with me. I'm taking all the basketballs with me.
I'm not saying that Shaq hates basketball so much he would try to delete the sport from the public consciousness, just that he might have cut his career a little bit shorter because he would be like, I actually don't, this is weird, I don't like this much.
I don't like
I'd love to know what other dreams Mr. O'Neal had. What, in an alternate universe.
Actor,
Shaq
did it, check.
Shaqter, please.
Sorry, man, I keep stepping on your guys' kick-ass Shaq put me in toes.
It's great.
There's so many S-tier ones. It goes so... If I say he's a Shaqter, you know exactly what I am portmanteau.
He's a tractor.
She thinks my Shaq is sexy. Now, I would like to see a Shaq that dominated other fields, is all I'm saying. Has Mr. Shaq written a novel yet?
There's so much we don't know about Shaq that I'm actually
way,
growing
yeah.
increasingly uncomfortable talking about Shaq.
Hey,
stuff.
Can we talk about something else then?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I want a Munch
Squad.
I want to Munch Squad. Welcome to Munch Squad's podcast within the podcast, profiling the latest and greatest in brand eating. Welcome to a quick Dunkin update for the summer. They've got some things that are very exciting, some things that are not very exciting, and I'm not going to tell you about those. I will say that there is a hot honey-kissed sandwich that sounds really delightful. There's a s'mores...
Hot in which
Mike's hot honey. This is the trend now. This is where everyone is at. Hot honey. We love.
I like
this
hot
right
honey.
now.
Maybe not here though. Maybe I
No,
don't think.
but I will take it on anything. That is the trend. We got
Can I
hot
use
honey.
this platform for a second to say I love hot honey? Don't zhuzh up. Don't make hot ketchup. Don't do this.
I like hot ketchup. I like hot honey
ketchup,
snack
too.
We're gonna get hot honey snack and bacon. That's marking Dunkin's first new seasoned bacon flavor since 2019. So
Thank God.
that's huge.
I still think snack and bacon is one of the greatest accomplishments that the world has given us. This idea, you like bacon, it's okay to snack on now.
Yeah, here's
We
something for the
said
road.
so. Take it from us over here at Donkey Doug's. You can
Now-
snack on bacon, no problem.
This is the bit though that I really want to drill down onto. Okay. This is part of like a lineup for the summer. And then it talks about this. A whirlwind of flavor, tornado twist sparked energy. In tune with stormy summer blockbusters, Dunkin debuted the Tornado Twist Sparked Energy Drink, a thrilling taste that's worth chasing. This new way to enjoy sparked energy blends berry burst with peach sunshine flavors, delivering a refreshing burst of raspberry, strawberry, peach, and lychee flavors for a kick of caffeine and vitamins. Country music fans may have caught a glimpse of the new Tornado Twist in the recent music video Ain't No Love in Oklahoma from Twisters the Album, performed by Luke Combs.
Okay.
I have a question. Wait.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you guys see what's happened?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have
It's
my hand
outrageous.
raised.
Please, Travis.
So, it's not in partnership with Twisters, though, right?
No. It's not, as far as I can tell. It's not. Now wait. Now I'm gonna complicate this a little bit. I'm gonna share with you guys the tab where I have the video for this scene stealing appearance.
The
of
only
the
mention.
Tornado Twist.
The only mention of Twister is abstracted out from it appeared in a video for the thing.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you ready? Not gonna play the music because I don't want to get copy struck, and I probably wouldn't like it that
So
much.
this is a man in the middle of a tornado, and there's one cowboy drinking it. Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And then
so
it's like
I'll tell
on
you
the
exactly.
table. There's like Dunkin' on the table.
I'll tell you exactly what's happened, Justin.
What has, guys? If you could tell me what's happened, because it's definitely
It's
intentional product
I'll
placement.
tell you
1.9
exactly what's
seconds
happened.
of footage.
In the music video, it is
Yes.
product placed.
There was a bigger brand deal here
Okay.
that the development of this tornado drink was there because there's a Dunkin' bag clearly in that shot, right? And this is
Yes.
a Twisters album official video. So this was in the works, right?
Yes.
Something fell through. Something fell through.
Okay.
And they
So
played
they are
down.
saying that, we can't take the Dunkin'. I know the deal fell through. Okay, everybody agrees. We can't take the Dunkin' out of the music video. It's
Correct.
a key shot. We have to have it. And Dunkin's like, well, we actually already made the shit to make these tornado drinks, and we're
Yes.
gonna call them Tornado Twist. And when you drink it, you're gonna be like, fuck, that tastes like a tornado. So we can't
Yeah.
call it anything else.
Because there's no other scenario that makes sense to me why they would say in tune with summer blockbusters.
But
You
not-
mean all the
We're not gonna
variety of
mention the
tornado, all the tornado
All the
summer
tornado
blockbusters.
movies. We're celebrating all the tornado pictures.
Could they not refer to Twisters as the movie that contains the Luke Bryan song from the Twisters soundtrack? Twisters of Twisters soundtrack fame.
It is in the music video for a song for. First of all, thank God that this is still happening in the year of our Lord 2024. That there are still unhinged music videos based around summer blockbusters. Thank you.
Yes.
I thought that died in the 90s. I'm thrilled. It's wild that Dunkin' would acknowledge this. It is in the music video, guys. We should at least tell people it's in the music video, but are so spitefully not mentioning the movie Twisters.
Or legally not mentioned.
Or
This is where
legally
I want to
not
be a fly
able
on the
to?
wall at Dunkin' HQ where they're like, can we mention that it's in the music video for the song from Twisters? It is right there.
This press release took 19 days and 6 lawyers to write to figure out like what can we possibly say. We can't not mention Twisters, but we mustn't mention Twisters.
I'm gonna have to email them. I'm gonna have to reach out. I'm gonna have to ask. I think they'll ignore it, but I think I'm gonna have to ask if this is just mere happenstance. If this is just mere
Could
coincidence.
Now, there is another possibility, Justin, that's I don't know, stranger, that they made this music video and the shot of the Dunkin was completely unintentional. And then the music video came out and Dunkin said, we got to move on this now. And they saw that thing and they're like, we're making a tornado drink. We're talking about the music video. The one shot, though, of a singular cowboy center of screen enjoying the biggest Dunkin' drink I've ever seen and the pinkest I've ever seen anyone drink. I think that's an intentional hero shot. It has to be. The shot is so long, it makes you think that it's a movie about this drink. There's also Dunkin' bags on the table. Yeah, there's this plan. So it has to be a fallen through deal.
Please get to the bottom of this, Justin.
I will do my best.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Hey, listen.
Drinking this pink big drink.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope you've enjoyed yourself because we really enjoy spending this time with you. You know, the stuff at the beginning, that's just a way to do an introduction. We always have fun doing the show. That's the secret, or we wouldn't do it. That's the trick. If we really are too tired, you know what we do? We just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it. We do it a different time. We just don't do it then. It's like a little break to ourselves then, and kind of a fuck you to ourselves later. It's classic adult stuff. Classic adult stuff.
I'm so excited because it's a new month, and we got all new stuff to announce. This month, The Suffering Game, Adventure Zone, The Suffering Game, the latest Adventure Zone graphic novel, comes out July 16th.
This is just a beautiful object to look at. It brings me such joy just having it around my house. It's like, it's incredible. It's beautiful.
Very sick.
We are partnering with 4 independent bookstores to offer signed book plates. Go to bit.ly/sufferinggame-signed for information on our partner stores and purchase links. You can submit your pre-order receipt at theadventurezonecomic.com to receive a free acrylic keychain of Trey's Horny Boys while supplies last.
We got some shows coming up. July 18th and 19th, we're going to be in Detroit doing MBMBaM and Taz. July 20th, we're going to be in Cleveland. We got.
We've healed Detroit already. We don't have to talk about Star Wars.
We're
anymore.
all fine. We don't have to talk about Star Wars.
Now we only have to talk about Star Wars if we want to.
Yeah, absolutely. We got more coming up. Shows in Portland, Orlando, Atlanta, Denver, Phoenix, Indianapolis, Milwaukee. Go to bit.ly/McElroy Tours for tickets and more information.
And we've got new merch. New month, new merch. You can get an amazing Fun Galore poster designed by Kat Turvo.
It's a fine Fun Galore poster. It's a puzzle, a game, but it looks fucking great. And I think I
read it
all
as
for one price. Are we charging people extra because it's both fun and
good look?
Good look.
Yeah.
We've also got a Fun Galore standee designed by Kate May. And if you've been listening to Adventure Zone versus Dracula, a Jan Cuck sticker designed by Pepper Raccoon, and 10% of all proceeds this month go to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So go check all those out at McElroymerch.com.
Hey, do y'all want to? Oh, thanks to Montaigne. Do y'all want to thanks to Montaigne?
Yeah,
I would love to thanks to Montaigne.
All right, cool. Thanks, Montaigne, for the use of our theme song, "My Life Is Better With You." It is a chart-topping, ass-clapping club banger.
Okay.
What?
Ass slapping is what I said.
Ass slapping clubbing.
Okay. There's a wish I'd like to elevate if you guys would give me a little sound bath background.
Sure.
I wish the song Born in the USA was maybe 40 seconds shorter.
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been my brother, me. Kiss your dad, square on the lips.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows,
supported directly
by you.